KSI versus Logan Paul 3. It's happening. Just like me and your mom. So basically, KSI and Logan Paul posted on Instagram on their social medias, KSI, Logan Paul, the final chapter, and they're going to have an announcement next Tuesday. Personally, in my opinion, I think that this could be a fight, but I think that we need to manage our expectations. There are some credible conversations. There are some credible points that you could make about this being a third fight. First of all, Logan Paul liked a tweet on Twitter stating that this person said, like, this could only mean a third fight between the two. So he liked that. Then his manager, Jeff, posted in the comment section, deal is signed and done. And it's like that kind of language that is used of deal is signed and done in the final chapter is what you would, that kind of vocabulary is what you use in a boxing fight, in a trilogy fight. Now some people are saying, well, how can why would they make a boxing announcement on an Instagram Live? Well, you know what? Stranger things have happened. And it honestly would make sense that they would announce it on their official pages. And they're announcing something. It's going to be an announcement of something that's further going to happen. This Instagram Live is not going to be the thing. The Instagram Live is the catalyst, is the way to give context to said event. This could be for some kind of charity thing. It could be an NFT thing. They could be boxing like in the metaverse on digital or something. They could be fighting. It might not just be in person. And then you think, well, KSI is on tour until February and Logan has an injured hand or whatever, but the thing is that they both have taken time off, so I think that they can probably fight. If they do fight, it probably won't be until June or July, and that is quite a bit away from January, but at the same time, these boxing announcements and when the fights are, there's a huge chunk of time. And then Logan has mentioned on his podcast that he's been working on something for a couple of months, and I'm wondering, is that something to do with KSI? The final chapter, like, what does that mean? Like, that's what I think. If the final chapter was not included on the post, I would say, yeah, this isn't going to be a boxing match. But I'm like, this has something to do with combat, with boxing, you know, because the final chapter, what does that mean? Like, we're not stupid. Common sense goes to boxing fight, trilogy, third fight, third, you know, like, what else could it be? Like, the final chapter, you know what I mean? That's what is intriguing. So it's the final something. So it's final is competitive. Final is like finite, definitive. So what else could it be but boxing? If these two had never boxed before, I would be like, who knows what this is? But the fact that it's the final chapter is what makes people rightly think they're gonna do a third fight. And maybe they're gonna do a fight or some kind of competitive bout that's not traditional two guys getting in the ring. Maybe they're going in the octagon. I don't know. I feel like this has something to do with what Logan's been working on. So I feel like it probably isn't a boxing fight, but there's a really good shot at that. Hypothetically, if KSI and Logan Paul were to fight again, who do I think would win? You're gonna be surprised. I'ma say LP. I'm going with Logan Paul. Why? Because he fought Floyd Mayweather, and I think that the mentality that you have to have and the composure is just at another level. And I feel like if he fought KSI again, it would be like in a walk in the park. You know, yes, KSI hits harder, and Logan probably is more afraid of KSI's power than Floyd's, but at the same time, he's dealt with so many techniques and styles with Floyd that I feel like he would be able to handle and counter whatever KSI brought him. At the same time, though, we don't know how good KSI has gotten since he last fought. And at the same time, KSI has, I think, more power than Floyd. Well, not more power than Floyd, but has more of an ability to knock out Logan. And I think 100% KSI can KO and beat Logan. Same thing with Logan. But I'm going to go with Logan purely because he fought Floyd Mayweather, and you haven't seen that much on KSI. And, you know, Logan's just been doing this more consistently, and the level that he had to go from a boxing standpoint, I think it's just KSI wouldn't be able to match it. And yeah, but at the same time, I don't see KSI. If KSI loses, then it's like, well, then Jake Paul's not going to happen, or maybe he could redeem himself by fighting Jake, and in a way, it would make it even, because it would be a draw, a win for KSI, a win for Logan, and then JJ can come back and redeem himself and knock out Jake Paul, and then he can leave. But I kind of don't want to see that happen. But yeah, so that's the video. Like, sub, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!